So most of you probably know what Common Core is because of the surrounding controversies behind it. From Marion Brady, who was a teacher of many years, said that without standards, every teacher can do whatever he or she wishes to do. It's not innovation, it is chaos. That's the way that we've been teaching before. So in this speech, I'll talk about Common Core. And just forget about the officially. In this speech, I'll teach you about Common Core because it will affect our future generations' children. So Common Core will provide a better creativity for our future children. With better creative learners, it can bring better changes. With better changes can bring a bright future to our future. So in this speech, I'll teach you about Common Core. The first thing I'll talk about is the curriculum in English of Common Core. Second thing, I'll teach you about the curriculum in English, or a math of Common Core. And lastly, the technology uses of Common Core. So, as I mentioned before, the curriculum in English specifies that all students should use big vocabulary, paragraph-like structures, and learn about more complex texts, for example, Shakespeare. Because probably none of us never even read Shakespeare, only besides Romeo and Juliet. So, to prepare them, they use complex text, and according to so they're going to use college math just to prepare them for college math. And one of the downsides of Common Core is the not learning of cursive writing, because most of us probably grew up learning about cursive or grown out of it already. It's a dying art form, honestly. So, according to a superintendent, his name slipped my mind, also slipped my mind. It said that why teach something that they're never going to use? So now that we're talking about the curriculum in Common Core, the next thing I'll talk about is the curriculum of math. Math, can you get it?
Don't worry about it, just keep going.
Okay. The curriculum in math is very structured. The students will need to do modeling, learning by the time they reach high school. They should know about modeling, stats, I believe, and then algebra, algebra 2 by the time they're in middle school. It's very complex. So, according to Sarah Powell and Lynn S. Fuchs and David Fuchs, both of whom are professors at University of Virginia and Vanderbilt University, respectively, state that related to counting, it can make it very difficult for them to count time. As I said before, if he or she of our future generation have disabilities in that, it would be very difficult for them to count time by the intervals of 1 to 5. So, since I informed you about Common Core of math, lastly, I'll talk to you about is technology usage. So, usage of technology in recent times using iPads, tablets, etc., just to make better assistance for them. So, as for example, Tristan using an iPad, that's technology assistance right there. So that will greatly increase our students in productivity, and also it's beneficial for teachers. Teachers can use cloud-based applications such as Google applications for education. According to according to Steve Graham, who was a freelance writer, so he said Google Apps for Education can bring better collaboration between teachers. So with this, teachers can make better use of their time and make them more productive. So in this speech, I informed you about Common Core, how the curriculum, English for Common Core, math curriculum for Common Core, and the usage of Common Core. So from Miriam Brady, without standards, every teacher can do whatever he or she wishes to do. It's not innovation, it's chaos. That's what we've been teaching before.